Dealing with someone who is in denial about their addiction. Denial is a defense mechanism that people use to avoid the unpleasant reality of an undesirable event, such as addiction. It can be difficult to get through to someone who is in denial, but there are some things you can do to help them open up and seek treatment. You may need to be persistent and keep trying even if they don't seem receptive at first. Try reaching out to them in a non-judgmental way, and offer your support. What is addiction and why do people deny it? Addiction is a condition that is characterized by compulsive drug or alcohol use, despite negative consequences. People may deny their addiction because they are ashamed or afraid of what others will think. They may also be in denial about the extent of their problem and how it is affecting their life. Denial is a common symptom of addiction, but it can be overcome with help and support. Let them know that you care about them, but don't judge or blame them for their addiction. If they are ready to seek treatment, you can help by finding a rehab center or treatment program that works for them. The consequences of addiction and why it's important to seek treatment. Addiction can lead to job loss, financial instability, and health problems. It can also damage relationships and cause chaos and turmoil in the home. It's important to seek treatment for addiction as soon as possible so that the individual can get the help they need and begin to rebuild their life. How to support someone who is struggling with addiction. When someone you care about is in the midst of an addiction, it can be difficult to see how they are hurting themselves. But with patience and help, you may be able to convince them that getting sober will make their life better in the long term. People who are trying to support a loved one often go through periods of doubt when they wonder if their efforts are worth it or even whether they should continue at all. If you find yourself in this situation, try to remember the following tips. Be there for them and offer your support without judgment. Let them know that you love them but that you're concerned about their behavior. Don't argue with them when they insist that everything is fine. Often, people in the midst of addiction will be defensive and lash out when questioned about their drinking or drug abuse. It's best to reason with them when they are not using substances and make it clear that you care about them while avoiding judgment or criticism. Avoid trying to force them into rehab. Some people respond to suggestions like these with anger and may push you away as a result. It's best to let them come around on their own when they're ready for help. Offer your support and be patient, even if things don't change right away. Addiction is often a long-term struggle, and recovery can't happen overnight. Be patient with your loved ones as they are dealing with their problem. Encourage them to see a therapist or attend self-help meetings like Alcoholics Anonymous, AA. Many people who are struggling to overcome addiction find it helpful to talk about their problems with an objective third party. Consider taking an Al-Anon or Nar-Anon class. Participating in a 12-step program like these can help you better understand your loved one's addiction and learn how to support them without enabling their behavior. Offer to take control of the household finances for a short time if they are spending too much money on alcohol or drugs. You could also offer to pay for rehab if they decide to seek help, as well as any counseling sessions they might need once they complete their treatment program. Remember that it's not your job to take care of your loved one's problems for them. Don't neglect yourself by overextending yourself to help someone else. Take time for self-care and set boundaries if necessary. You can support a loved one without letting them take advantage of your kindness. Do not offer to give them money if they are experiencing financial difficulties as a result of their substance abuse problem. Many people who are struggling with addiction will try to persuade those around them to pay for their substance abuse habits, but it's best to avoid doing this at all costs. Don't judge them for their addiction or tell them that they have a problem with drugs or alcohol after they have been using it for a while. People in the throes of addiction are often in denial about their substance abuse problems, and it can be difficult to get through to them when they're not willing or ready to admit that they have a problem. Keep yourself busy with social activities outside of the home so you're not spending all your time trying to get through to someone who is in denial about their addiction. Participating in healthy activities and maintaining a positive support network can help you feel better about yourself even if a loved one isn't willing to seek help.